So we have a physics problem. So two forces of 15 pounds and 10 pounds act on an object such that the resultant magnitude is 24 pounds. Find the angle between the resultant vector and the 10-pound force to the nearest degree. Okay, so let's find the angle between the resultant vector and the 10-pound force to the nearest angle. So we have two forces mentioned in this problem. Okay, so the first magnitude is 15 pounds. Sorry, and next is 10 pounds. So the resultant magnitude of these two forces is 24 pounds. So guys, like 24 pounds. So the problem is, so the question is find the angle between the resultant vector. Okay, so we have two forces acting off an object, one with magnitude of 15 pounds and another with a magnitude of 10 pounds. The magnitude of the resultant force is 24 pounds, so we need to find the angle between the resultant force and the 10-pound force. So to solve the problem, uh, we need to find the angle between the resultant vector and the 10-pound force. So we will use the law of cosines. So we will use the law of cosines. Okay, so here is the formula. So this is the formula. Okay, so r squared sub 1 squared plus f sub 2 squared plus 2 times f sub 1 times f sub 2 times cosine theta. Okay, so let's transpose them. So we have the resultant magnitude 24. So f sub 1 is 15 squared plus the second is the second squared plus 2 times 15 times 10 times cosine of theta. Okay, so let's transpose them. So this simplify them. So 576 225 plus 100, okay, plus 30 times 10 times cosine of theta. So again, let's simplify again. 76 to 25 plus 100 is 325 plus 300 times cosine of theta. Okay, so regarding with it, let's transpose this one. So it will make this one will make an answer with 251. So let's transpose this. So we got 251 equals 300 cosine theta. Okay, cosine theta. So this one we need to transpose this. Cosine is here, then 300 will be the denominator, then 251 because we've already minus this, so this one is turned to equal, this one's 251, so we will get the answer of theta of 33.68 degrees. Okay, so now that we have the angle theta between the two forces, we can use the law of sines to find the angle theta between the resultant vector and the 10-pound force. So here is the um, law of sine. So this is the law of sine. So the law of sine is this is. So we are using this to find the resultant vector and for the 10-pound force. So we get f sub 1 sine alpha, sorry, so equals r sine theta. So let's transpose the values because this is the 15, the first matrix is the 15, so it would be the sine a equals 24, which is the resultant magnitude, over sine of theta. Sine of theta, which, what is the theta? So the theta is 33.68 degrees. After doing that, we will move to sine theta. I'm sorry, sine alpha equals 15. So we need to multiply them. So it will make 15 times um sorry, it's not. So it will make a sine of 33.68 theta. Sorry. So the denominator will be 24. Make it reciprocal. So after that, we will go to sine a alpha. So 15. So we will need to get first the values of this using your scientific calculator. So sine 33.68. So the answer will be 0. Let's multiply it by 0.554 over 24. Okay. So sine alpha is 8.31. If we multiply them, so we will get the answer of 8.31 over 24. So sine A, let's move in here. So this is the sine A uh, equals 8.31 over 24. Again. So next is the answer of it will be sine sine alpha is approximately 0.346. Okay, so if we use the arc sine, let's convert into arc. A equals alpha equals arc sine 0.346. Using again your scientific calculator, we will get the theta, the angle. So this is the final angle. A approximate 20.26 degrees, or we need to round it to the nearest degree. So the angle between the resultant vector and the 10-pound force is approximately 20. Okay. So our angle is 20 degrees. So that is the angle between the resultant vector of the 10-pound force to the nearest angle. So this is the final answer. So I hope you like my video. So this is it. We solved another problem from a question in physics. So this is it. Thank you for watching.